Hello everyone. Today we're going to see an demo of how AI co-workers built on Avesta Labs platforms can help uh, quality control and compliance teams to prepare and execute an audits by interacting with different systems involved in the pharma industry, uh, collaborating and extracting data in real time, performing a series of steps and analyzing the gaps according to the organization SOPs, along with human review at every step. So in the demo we are starting with an email that gets sent to a particular team member who is responsible for kicking off the audit, and the email details the scope of the audit along with the calibrations, the kappa register and the deviation logs that it needs in order to be for the audit to be processed. So all those data sets are attached to the email and the email is sent. The platform that we see, the UI that we see on the screen is the Relay platform built on Avesta Labs Agent OS. This platform is specifically designed for human and AI collaboration, wherein AI can assist humans in performing a lot of mundane tasks, interacting with different digital systems, providing and the entire context and helping humans make decisions as the task flows across different steps in the workflow. The workflow steps that we see on the top are pretty common in a audit life cycle. Initial is to scan the scope and extract the findings that are associated with this particular audit, find the gaps that are present in the current situation and prepare a readiness report, which is followed by the gap assignment and handoff to the QCing team, which is then further followed up by approval of the QC department or the QA department, and a final report is prepared detailing what was captured in the audit and what stage is the audit, what are the findings, and so on and so forth. So as on there's an agent that's sitting on that email inbox to which we just sent an email, and that agent, as soon as the email is received, creates a ticket in this particular column, which is the to do column, and it will begin working on this particular ticket. So we see the agent has pulled up all the documents that were sent in the email. It also has detailed the scope of the audit, who requested the audit, and what are the files or the data sets that have been attached to this particular audit. The next stage is the scanning and finding stage, where all the records has to be read from the different data sets attached, and it is also mentioned a human in this process who has to be carried out this particular step. So it has moved to the scanning and finding stage, and once it has figured out all the details and it has pulled up all the required information from the documents, it prepares a readiness report and then moves on to the kappa assignment and handoff stage. We'll shortly see what particular gaps were discovered and the readiness report that the agent has produced according to the organization guidelines. So it has pulled up all the overdue calibrations, open kappa backlogs, and recurring deviations that were present in this particular scope of that's included in the audit. So here's the readiness report. Agent has prepared the draft of this report, and it has, based upon the findings and the backlogs that are present, it has suggest an overall score of 38 out of 100, indicating the current state of things are not satisfactory from an audit perspective, and it has prioritized the CAPEX closure to be a high risk item that an inspector doing the inspection at the unit would likely flag. So next step is assigned to Vivek, whose job is to review the findings in the score above and confirm if the findings are appropriate after a review, and if it can proceed to the CAPA assignment. So Vivek, after going through these details, would give an input to the agent in form of a message that okay, hey, the readiness score are accurate. So here we are tagging the agent itself. So you can tag or send message to any of the AI agent by simply tagging them with the name. And as soon as the agent receives the message, it starts working behind the scenes. So based on the confirmation of Vivek, who is the QA head, the agent went on and created three kappa tickets, which are detailed here. So it can, based on these inputs, it can go into the systems, create tickets, and assign it to different departments, which are very important to make sure all the items that are flagged in the audits are being remediated or are being acted upon. So the agent makes sure that these details are captured in the systems and they are being worked upon. So it's now asking Vivek to confirm the tasks have been created, and the the entire audit ticket that was created is now in effectiveness verification stage, and it's asking Vivek to confirm that the kappa tickets have accountable owners and they are actually in motion. Once Vivek is happy with this action, it can confirm the same to the agent, and then the agent will proceed to the final step of generating the audit report and then can close this audit. So here's the confirmation for the agent, and it begins working. And here's the final audit report that it generated with all the findings of various classifications. Some of them are critical, some of them are major. Which CAPA tickets were generated as a part of this audits, who's the accountable owner and the responsible department, and the final sign off. And that's the end of the audit. The audit is closed, and that's an example of end-to-end audit processing that can be done using co-workers integrated at different steps. Of course, it could be heavily customized according to an organization's requirements and ways of working. From manual reviews to audit ready compliance in minutes, calculated instantly. Thank you.